Agreed, man. You look sharp. I didn't think you'd pull it off the way you did, but this really, really sets you apart. Makes you look professional. Good for you. Want to get started? Yeah. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. ChrisandBrick here. Episode of 41. I don't know if you've noticed, Brick has upped his game a little bit. He, for the Business Edition series, has decided to shift to wearing regular neckties over the bow tie. He may wear the bow tie occasionally, but honestly, feels like this just represents his style a little bit more. And, I gotta say, he looks good. You do. This episode is a little bit of a shift as well. Brick and I, when we were talking earlier today, he really wanted to get the message out there that he is a voracious reader, first of all, and that he's got some key books that he thinks people might be interested in. Now, I'm going to share each of the books, their titles, and then in the notes section down below the video, I'll actually list them out and who the author is and so forth. So, just in case you're interested in reading. And Brick does have a very diverse sort of a taste in types of reading, although there is a common theme I think you'll pick up on quite quickly. The first book that Brick has been reading lately is called Bricks Matter, which is the role of supply chain in building a market-driven differentiation. You'll see it over here. I don't really know that one interests me entirely. It sounds a little dry, but what's the draw for you? Is it just okay? So it's really just the correlation of how they use essentially bricks as a metaphor for the supply chain, and maybe it has to do with the sort of the brick and mortar concept. Again, I've not read it. Brick's being a little bit vague. I think, did you just start this one, or you haven't even started reading it yet? Okay, well then let's not talk about it like we're an authority, okay? So maybe you can give a little more information after you've read a few pages. The next one is, it's going to go without saying. It's 100 contemporary brick buildings, and this is obviously just Brick sharing his passion for construction, for the the beauty of large human-made constructed objects that Brick and his family have probably participated in. So that's another big one. Let's see, what's another one? A little bit of diversity. He's also reading 100 contemporary wood buildings. So that's interesting. What's your interest there around the wood? Oh, interested in the wood, in the 100 contemporary wood buildings because it's not bricks. Okay, who are we to judge? It's your preference. So good for you. Another one that he's reading is The Complete Concrete Masonry and Brick Handbook by J.T. Adams. This, I guess, takes a pretty deep dive into how concrete, masonry, and bricks all work together. Yeah? Okay. This is your platform, buddy, so you just share what you feel. And then there's another book called Brick, which really just talks about, I think, bricks from all different, time periods across time, essentially. So from hundreds and thousands of years ago to today, how bricks have evolved, how they have, become to be what they are today. So those are some interesting reads, I would say. I don't know that I personally find an interest in all of those books, but maybe one or two of them. Certainly, when you're done reading, maybe we'll sit and have a little summary discussion about it, and you can kind of tell us what the value is that you think they bring. but I do appreciate you sharing that you have a reading list going on and that you're staying well versed. And I like that you have a little diversity. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I don't know if I mentioned this one as well. Contemporary concrete buildings. So this is in line with the contemporary wood buildings and the contemporary brick buildings, all by the same author. The fact that there's a human being out there who has as much appreciation for these brick, concrete, and wood building materials is enough for me to think it must have an audience, and you're obviously a key member of that audience. So I'm glad to see that you have found someone that shares that same passion that you have, and hopefully it'll lead to potentially more books that you'll be interested in. I mean, this is just kind of a weird topic for me because I'm still getting used to the whole idea of really having a brick companion that has a very specific viewpoint on construction, probably more so than I would have expected, but I want to appreciate it as well. So there is an element of diversity that I like about this that I think really helps me stay grounded and realize that it takes all kinds to kind of make the world go around, sort of a thing. So thanks again, buddy, for sharing that with us. I'm gonna put the names of the books, their authors, in the section below the video. Please don't forget to like the video. Comment if you've got something you'd like to share, maybe a favorite book of your own. Doesn't have to be about any kind of construction, but it certainly can be if you'd like it to be. Also, if you would, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I can assure you that we have many, many more interesting and unusual topics, but just wanted to share a little bit more to get to know about Brick. We're fresh into the podcast. I mean, we're only 40 episodes in, and we've talked about such a variety of different things that I think it's important that we circle back around periodically just to make sure that everyone sort of knows what a day in the life of Brick is like when he's not on camera. And he's not on camera a lot, so because of that, I want to make sure that you all have a good idea that he's being kept stimulated mentally through his reading, physically does a lot of meditation, a whole lot of meditation. In fact, I'm a little envious of your meditative abilities, but very respectful of it as well. I think it's impressive. So hang in there with us. Come back for more. We'll keep coming up with some interesting topics. We appreciate topics when our guests bring them to us. So and that's happened through several of the episodes that we've created up to this point. So don't hesitate to put your thoughts out there. They pay off, and we will talk again tomorrow. Have a good evening. And also, by the way, don't forget to catch the Chris and Brick Business Edition over on LinkedIn. There is a YouTube channel as well, but I like to also direct people to LinkedIn because it gives you a little bit more backstory on myself. I will also post that link in the notes section of the video. So anyway, thank you again, and we will talk soon. Have a good day.